Hello everybody, my name is Evelina and I'm a makeup artist based in the DMV area. This is my very first YouTube video. I wanted to come here and show you how to do your makeup for your most special events. And if you want to see how I transform from this to this, keep on watching. First thing first, I need to take my hair away from my face with the hair clip, and the first thing I'm gonna start with are my brows, because I start with brows even before moisturizer to ensure the pigment will be nice and it won't be slippery. I'm using this Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 2.5. It's my absolute favorite. And I'm starting from the middle of my brow, very lightly filling any empty spots. And I always like to brush up my brows throughout the application to distribute the product better. And for the beginning of the brow, I like to make it very feathery and soft. As you can see, I'm holding the pencil towards the end, and I'm also leaning my pinky onto my cheek. This will give me extra control. Well, this is it. You can see the difference a good brow shape makes. When you pick your brow pencil shade, make sure you always go the same shade as your brow hair, not darker, because this will make if it's darker, it will make your brows look very harsh and strong, and we don't want to do that. We want them super soft and flattering. And to set my brows in place, I'm using 24 Hours gel set. 24 Hours brow setter from Benefit. I really like this one. It just keeps them in place for a really long time. Also, by brushing your eyebrows up, you lift your face and it gives you this very nice youthful look. To prep my face, I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I really love this one. It smells like oranges and it plumps my skin and prepares it for the most flawless makeup application. And it's a moisturizer, so I'll just apply it all over my face. For special occasions, I like to start with my eyes first and then do complexion. And the reason is because I want to avoid any fallout that may happen after applying eyeshadows. And I think it looks cleaner and better. I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. So to create a base for my eyelids and to cancel out any discoloration and just to even out my lid, I'm gonna use a concealer. You can do so with foundation as well. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, my absolute favorite concealer. It's very thick and full coverage, but it doesn't crease and it looks very natural on the skin. And I'm using this beauty blender to blend it. And also don't forget this spot right here. This is where we get most of our darkness, so you want to cover this very precisely. And as you're going up to the brow, also be very careful. And you can see the difference that this eye is like, when I apply eyeshadows, it's gonna look much more smoother, nicer. It's gonna have like a better transition, and it's not gonna have all my veins showing through. Also, one of the most important steps is to set your concealer, your base, pretty much with powder. And I'm using this mini Huda baking powder in Pound Cake. I love this powder. It's unbeatable. Now my eyes are ready for eyeshadow application. For my eyes, I'm gonna use this Kaya shadows. I love that they're cool toned. They have a little sparkle. They're not that pigmented, so even if you're a beginner, it's gonna be pretty easy for you. I'm dipping into the middle shade with my MAC 217 brush, and I'm applying them directly onto my crease. This will create depth and warmth. Dipping a little more. And as you're going out, try to go outwards and upwards to lift your eyes rather than just going down. The next shade will be the third one, the darkest one. And I'm dipping with a small, kind of like a pencil brush, and this is MAC 219S. And with this, I'm trying to apply it only at the outer corner, as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm extending them this way. It's easy to follow your lower lash line. This is where you should extend your eyeliner, your eyeshadows, or whatever you're applying on the eyes. They're so easy to blend. I love these shadows. And now, as you can see, it's not perfectly blended, so I'm gonna go back with the first brush I used and just go over everything to smooth out any harsh lines, to make it extra smooth. You see how it shaped my eye without like adding too much of a pigment, and it was very easy. By the way, this is the makeup look I did for New Year's Eve, and a lot of people on Instagram asked me about this look, if I can recreate it. And in my opinion, special event makeup doesn't have to be strong, but it has to be precise and just beautifully made, instead of just like putting a lot of dark shadow. All I need to add to my eyes is a lighter, brighter shade. I'm gonna use this one from this Marc Jacobs palette. I'm gonna put everything down below in the description box if you'd like to see the name of each product I used. So this shade I'm applying only in the inner corner of my eye to create extra brightness. Do you prefer more of a glittery looks or matte looks? Tell me what you think down below. Alright, the eyeshadows are ready. The next thing we're gonna do is eyeliner. For my eyeliner, I won't use an actual liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna use my favorite Makeup by Mario pencil in Super Black. It's super long lasting pencil. Once applied, you have 15 seconds to blend, and after that it becomes waterproof, smudge proof, everything proof. It's the one that you need for your special events. And I'm applying this pencil first at the root of my lashes. It's so much easier to do a wing with a pencil. You can still do a liquid eyeliner on top of it, but once you have the shape sketched out, it's much easier to follow up with the liquid form of eyeliner. And from here, I'm gonna follow my lower lash line, and I'm gonna extend it this way. This is your guide to make your eyeliner perfect. And from here, I'm gonna connect both. Even if you mess it up right here, that's totally fine. That's why we're starting with eyes first. You can easily wipe off with micellar water anything underneath and make it extra sharp. I'm not even trying to be super precise, as I'm gonna go on top of it and blend it with the brush. And from the inner part of my lid, I'm making it extra thin. And I finished with both of my eyes, but I still want to intensify the black shade more, so I'm gonna take just like a regular black shade from a palette. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills The Soft Glam, with the same angled brush, dipping straight. And from here, I'm just stamping on top of the already existing line. By the way, I do prefer this way of eyeliner application rather than the liquid one. It's just this one looks more cushiony, more velvety, more sophisticated. I just prefer it this way. You tell me what you think. Do you prefer liquid eyeliner or eyeshadow eyeliner? Eyeliner is ready, but as you can see, both wings are not even as each other. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of micellar water and spray it onto my brush. Okay. Okay, I actually did it. And now you just like correct the shape of your wing and make it extra sharp. You can also take like a cotton pad and just do the same thing. I find this to be easier. Now we can start with complexion, but first let's do false lashes. The false lashes I'm using are Sweet Lashes Sultry Corner. I actually prefer a corner lash rather than a full strip. It just feels more comfortable on the eyes. Important thing to know when you are applying your false lashes is when you actually have the glue on, you should let it sit for at least 30 seconds to start getting tacky. Otherwise it won't stick and it's gonna be a disaster. Always wait 30 seconds to 1 minute. While I'm waiting for the lash glue to dry, I'm gonna prep my skin a little more. I'm gonna apply this Hourglass, what is that? A mineral primer, a Veil mineral primer. I really like it because it blurs my pores. Looks like that. Oh, this is so smooth. So it's time to put the lashes on. The trick is to always look down and have a mirror in like a little bit below to see well. Okay. It's always very challenging to apply false lashes on yourself. On other people, I'm like 1, 2 and it's done. When it comes to myself, it takes me a little more time to apply lashes. I mean, you can already see the difference that the lashes make. It's not that my lashes are not long enough, but the false lash, the strip actually elevates the whole look. It just adds a little something to your look, to your eyes. So I always recommend you do false lashes for events. For my complexion, I'm gonna use Catrice True Skin Foundation. I really like this one. It's very hydrating while it's providing full coverage. It doesn't match my skin completely, but it matches my neck, and that's what's important. My face is always really pale. When applying foundation, make sure you cover the jawline really well, as a little bit of the ears, because my ears sometimes they turn red. And when I have my full face of makeup and my ears red, it's a total disaster. Careful around the brows, and I never apply the foundation underneath my eyes. I keep this area for concealer because I don't want to do multiple layering underneath my eyes because the skin there is thinner and it creases more. For concealer, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer in shade 7, and I'm applying it only in the inner part of my under eyes, because if I apply it here, it's gonna be way too much and it's gonna start creasing. And I start blending and extending it up to here. By the time I get to here, it's much less product and it's not gonna clinch into my fine lines. Whatever I have left, I put it in the middle to highlight the center of my face. I think concealer is my favorite makeup product. Look at the difference that it makes. Now I'm gonna cream bronze my face with this Makeup by Mario stick bronzer in shade medium. And with a brush like this is MAC 168S. And I don't apply directly from the stick. I take a bit of it with a brush. And I apply it, I don't contour my face because the contour would be right underneath the cheek. I apply it right here where you can actually feel your cheekbone. And I'm using more of a tapping motions instead of this kind of like back and forth, because this might actually disturb the product underneath and wipe it away. So you really want to be careful. I also like to apply the bronzer starting from the tail of my brow, pushing it into my hairline. This also creates a real nice lift. And whatever I have left, I put it on my forehead as close to the hairline as possible. A little bit on the nose. I'm also gonna apply a cream blush, and this is my little secret. If you want your blush to stay all day long, you wanna apply cream first and then set it with powder blush. This is like peachy blush. I really like it. It's more matte kind of finish, which I like because it goes a little more on the pores. I don't want anything shiny on my pores. And also, if you apply the blush in the center of your cheeks, it's gonna make your face look rounder. If you apply the blush right here, it's actually gonna lift your face. I'm gonna set my face with this mini Huda baking powder in shade Pound Cake. In my opinion, the powder actually shapes the face. Look at this. I'm gonna apply this directly right here, also under my cheekbone. Do you see a difference? This is more mattified, it's just more lifted. I let it sit for a few minutes and then I'm just wiping it away. But I still want to add like a glowy kind of bronzer. This is the Gucci bronzer. It's my favorite. It just adds this kind of like a glass shine on your skin. I don't know if you know what I mean, because I don't want my skin to be that matte. Again, onto my cheeks, a little bit on the forehead, nose. And because we're layering products, your makeup will last until you remove it. For blush, I'm gonna use this Dior Rosy Glow. It looks like a neon pink, but once applied on the skin, it transforms to like a really natural pink. But it looks gorgeous. It's sold out everywhere and it's for a reason. It's just a really, really nice blush. As you can see, the makeup on my eyes looks much better when I have foundation and blush and everything else. I also want to add a little bit something underneath my eyes, but I like to keep it softer. And I'm actually using the same brush that I did for my eyeliner. Kind of like smudging it with my finger. I still want some kind of definition, but I definitely want to keep it very light. And I'm moving on with mascara, and yes, I apply a mascara after the false lashes because it blends them really nice and they look like your natural lashes. By the way, this is Gucci. It's my favorite mascara. For highlighter, I'm gonna use this Becca Moonlight highlighter. I'm just gonna apply it on the highest points of my face, on my cheekbone, right above the brow, on the bridge of the nose. This is one of these highlighters that they're powdery, but once applied on the skin, they melt like cream. So it looks very natural skin-like. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna apply it right underneath my brow. And of course, I'm gonna do in the inner corner. For my lips, I'm gonna use two of my go-to lip liners, Makeup Forever, and this is Whatever Walnut. And I like to outline my lips just in the center to make them appear plumper. As a second lip pencil, I like to use the same Makeup Forever but in shade Endless Cacao, because it's more of a cool tone pencil and it just shapes my lips very well. And to fill in my lips, I'm gonna use this NARS lip stain. It's actually Aromat lip color, but it's so lightweight you don't even feel that you have something on your lips. And this is in shade All Yours. It's kind of like a peachy pink shade. And I'm gonna take a brush and kind of like spread it evenly. It's the perfect nude. I'm thinking about starting with the nude lip first, and then we can actually do a red lip, since it's gonna be like a special occasion event. We can definitely do a red lip, and you're gonna let me know down below which one you like better. And to set my makeup, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Night Setter. And I also have this fan that I got from Amazon, but people get crazy excited over it. And it has a lemon scent. Oh yeah, now I see why people love it so much. I already went ahead, did my hair, I put a gown dress, but I think something is missing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a red lipstick. This is the iconic Armani 400 shade. And it's one of these red lipstick that has its own personality, so just look at it. I'm actually gonna fill it in with Dior 999, which is another iconic shade. I just feel like I need to lighten it up a bit. Oh yeah. And that is the final look, you guys. I hope you like it. If you do like it, just thumbs up and click the subscribe button so you'll get notified every time I post a new video. And thank you so much for watching.